Good evening. I thought I'd make a short video today. We've gone through dialogues and flags and a couple of other things, but one thing I really feel makes the game feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is the message boxes. Like if you enter a specific level, you can get a choice, you can get a pop-up, and these overhead banters don't really do this, right? So how do we get a message box? For example, when entering another level. So I'll show you this briefly. It took me some time to figure out, but it can be really useful for you. So let's have a look. All right, so first of all, we want to go into the story editor, right? Let's make a new script, and let's call it level 7, which is the name of our project. Enter level 2 message box. So what I want to do now is to actually make a message box pop up when we enter level 2. We have already made a door that can transport us to level 2. That was the last video. So we want a message box to pop up when level 2 is started. So let's see how we do that. So when you're trying to figure out this Osiris scripting, it's often pretty reasonable to just try things out yourself for a while and see if there's something that works for you. We want something to happen when we enter a level. You can just write level and do control space. See what we have available to us. So something can happen if we've leveled up. If a level is gameplay ready, gameplay has started, level has loaded. I am thinking that maybe when level 2 is gameplay ready for us, then we can have this this message box pop up. And so what we need to do then to do a level gameplay ready command is put in the level name and this integer here. So if the level is gameplay ready, then we put in the name of our level. That would be, because our project is called level 7, right? And then we called it level 2. And then you have this thing is editor mode up here. You can just write is editor mode, which is also a good trick for the people not familiar with programming like me, that if it is calling for, if the function is calling for something you don't quite know if you need to put anything here, just write what is suggested, because the error bar will tell you if you need to put something there, right? So yeah, if that level 2 is gameplay ready, then let's not forget something. We have to tell it that we have to tell it then that we are the player. So DB players would be player, right? And how do you know to put this? Well, this is usually part of the script if it's necessary for the script to know that you're the player or who is the player. And you should put it as a character, right? You will be player. You could also put, in many cases, you can also put character, but we can stick with player. Then, what do we want? Well, we want to open a message box, right? So, okay, let's try to write message box. Yeah, okay, so there are some things we could use here. Something about message boxes being closed. Also open a message box. And this could have a choice or be a yes/no one, but let's make one with a choice. If I mean, we're feeling complex today, right? Open message box with a choice. So what does it need us to input? Character, message, choice 1, choice 2. All right. So we are still the player. That's the character. We need to put our message. We need to put the choice and the choice. When you put in the message, you'll just write it in this. We can say, why are you in level 2? The first choice would be because I wanted to be. And the second one will be you can't just ask someone why they are in level 2. So this is getting quite long. It's perfectly okay to just do like this to start on a new line. Just don't write anything or put extra spaces or anything. And so this is how it works. So in theory this should work. So let's try to build it and see what happens. This build failed. Why did it fail? Aha, because very easy to forget, and it doesn't really tell you, it tells you here. So this, yeah, if you double click on the error message, it will show you basically examples of this, I think, like why you need that. At least that's what I'm thinking, I might be wrong. So yeah, you got to put in the semicolon. Often, when we fix that, it will work. Build success. So did you notice that there were plenty of other error messages that popped up, but it was actually just the semicolon we needed to fix? Keep that in mind when you're working. That can save you a lot of time to just look for this little error. Okay, so let's try it. Alright, so it's time to play. We are generating our character because we set the character creation to level 1.
Need to find a way forward.
And we know that this magical door will transport us to level 2. Let's click it. So nothing happens, right? Because in the toolkit, you are kicked out of the gameplay mode as you enter another level. So in game, you would be playing right now, and then this would happen as we switch to the game. Yeah! Why are you in level 2? Because I want to be. You can't just ask someone why they are in level 2. You can click it, and we just made the message, right? So nothing is connected to these answers. But I'm sure you could make that happen as well. So let's do one more thing. There is another fun thing you can do. So we load back to level 7. We go back into the story editor. Yeah. If we just want to like, oh, this script worked, I want to keep it, you can just like deactivate it. And I should possibly have done this after copying the script. let's write it again, okay. Because what we want to do now is to have a message box pop up when character creation is done. So that could be the very first message that pops up in your mod, which could be useful for a story mod. So a lot of this will be the same, so I'm just going to copy it. And I'll show you what we change. So let's make, first of all, let's make the message box different. We just want a normal message box. Principle is just the same, it's just easier to make it, so you will be player. And there's a message, and remember the semicolon. The message is, welcome to this YouTube video. Yeah, so we don't need this anymore. But we want this to trigger when character creation is finished. So let's try again. So you just write something reasonable. Control space. Let's see. Yeah, character creation finished. This just tells us to put these spaces. Let's see if that works. I'm going to be rude and just go for it. No, we haven't tested that it will even build. We're just running with it. Okay, so we're ready to do it now. All right, so when we press play now, we go to character creation. All right.
Who are you?
We just create something.
You need a guardian.
Guardian. Yeah, welcome. And so there we go.
Step.
So now you can see how we can create two different type of box messages that can pop up, either going through a door or, well, actually entering a level. Or after character creation, you can also tie it up to a teleport. I can probably show you that in a different video, but it's not that hard. You just, if the character enters a trigger, then message box pops up, you know. And yeah, so for the end of this video, just a few things. I have noticed, and I don't know the solution to this, that if you write a very long message in the message box, the game will just crash. It's probably not meant for that, but I don't really know the character limit. So if you write something and it runs, but then after seeing the message, your game immediately crashes or the toolkit immediately crashes, you could try reducing the length of the message instead of throwing away your script. So this was a short and sweet one. I hope it was useful, and yeah, have a nice evening.